Bots come to Messenger, Facebook reveals its own VR camera, a Russian billionaire invests in space travel, and more. It's Tuesday, April 12th, and this is Crunch Report. Bots are coming to Facebook Messenger. The company kicked off its F8 conference for developers today, where it announced a new platform called Bots on Messenger. This will allow businesses to interact with customers through automated chatbots, which can deliver text, images, links, and call to action buttons. The bots can also allow you, the customer, to do things like make a reservation or review an e-commerce order. To help you discover new bots, there will be a search bar on top of Messenger. Now, most of the bots that we're talking about here will probably be pretty simple, but Facebook also announced a new framework today called Bot Engine, allowing developers to create more complex bots using machine learning technology. Facebook made several other announcements at F8, like opening up its live video platform to outside developers. Perhaps the coolest news, no, actually it was definitely the coolest news, was a new way to get 360-degree VR content onto Oculus and Facebook. How? Through a camera called the Surround 360, a 17-lens 3D virtual reality camera. This doesn't mean Facebook is going to be selling cameras, though. Instead, it's going to make the hardware designs and the video stitching algorithms open source and put them up on GitHub so that anyone can build a camera of their own. It's supposed to combine high-quality video with durability and portability. And apparently, you can buy all the parts necessary for the low price of $30,000. If you've been following the career of Russian billionaire Yuri Milner, you know that he's really interested in aliens. And who wouldn't be? But Milner goes a little further. Last year, he announced a $100 million investment in the search for extraterrestrial life. Now he's investing another $100 million. This is for the second phase of the project. First came Breakthrough Listen, which is listening to signals from outer space. Now there's Breakthrough Starshot, which will launch tiny starships to the nearest star system, Alpha Centauri. These ships are supposed to be smaller than the palm of your hand while functioning as space probes complete with lasers, communication systems, and cameras. The launch is still years away, but the plan is to send hundreds of these ships for the 20-year journey. And I'm going to get this out of the way right now. If the third phase involves human space travel, I'm a volunteer. HTC unveiled its new flagship smartphone today, the HTC 10. I won't make you sit through all the specs, but I will say that it uses the 64-bit Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 quad-core processor and has a 2K display. It charges using USB-C, which is the new specification that's supposed to replace existing USB connections. And HTC says the battery can last for 48 hours of everyday usage. But is it a good phone? Well, the reviews haven't hit yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Pre-orders start today for $699, with a shipping date scheduled for May. Uber released its first transparency report today. The report revealed that Uber shared information about 14 million users with law enforcement and regulatory agencies. The company claims it's actually releasing the report to start a debate about the kinds of data that regulators should have access to. In a post on Medium, Uber said, "In many cases, they send blanket requests without explaining why the information is needed or how it will be used. And while this kind of trip data doesn't include personal information, it can reveal patterns of behavior and is more than regulators need to do their jobs." Uber plans to continue releasing similar transparency reports every 6 months. That's the report for today. I'm Anthony Ha. Crunch Report airs every weekday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on TechCrunch.com. You can also find us on iTunes and on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow.